Today, we are officially out of our flop era. I started my morning off with 5 things that are proven to help me get out of a funk, and I honestly feel like a changed woman. I don't know about you guys, but I've been in my flop era for the past 9 months. Let me explain why I was in a funk for 9 months. I got pregnant. I now have a 1-month-old and my routine is completely different from the way it used to be. I have always been obsessed with morning routines and I used to have a pretty solid morning routine, but all of that went to crap. When I got pregnant, I wasn't feeling like myself anymore. I still don't fully feel like myself, and now with a newborn, I'm not sleeping like at all. So when I came up with this list, I knew it had to be realistic and fit with my lifestyle. And with starting any routine, give yourself grace, especially in the beginning, and don't beat yourself up if you can't follow this routine every single day. You don't need to be super strict with it, but consistency is key, and there are going to be days where you don't feel motivated, but you need to be disciplined. So step 1 actually starts the night before. I've seen this term coined on social media as the night shift. So think about it as if you're working the night shift for a restaurant or some sort of a business, and you have to tidy that space up before you lock up for the night. My night shift includes getting the dishes done. I like to load and unload the dishwasher, also sterilizing all of the baby bottles. It also includes picking things up off the floor, whether that be my clothes, baby's clothes, just anything that's out of place, pick it up. And lastly, it includes doing laundry. And I've been doing a lot of laundry these days. Step number 2, making the bed. For me, this is all about starting my day off with the little wins. I know that I have time to make my bed, and I know that it'll make my room look so much more tidy. And I can't function properly unless I'm in a tidy space. I don't know why some days I don't make the bed. It literally took me 2 minutes and I feel so much more sane. Step number 3 is shower and change out of your clothes from the night before. Okay, this is easier said than done, especially as a new mom. There are some days where I don't shower until it's like 4 p.m. But if I'm able to sneak in a shower early in the morning, I know that I'll feel 100 times better and I'm way more likely to be more productive. So when I shower, I will also do my skincare right after. I'll probably change into a workout set or something that will get me motivated to move later in the day. I find that if I'm already wearing workout clothes, it's so much easier for me to get myself to go on a walk, which is great because I can do that with the baby, or just pick up some weights that I have around the house and just do them while my baby's napping. I also just love the feeling of wearing a matching set. It feels so much better than rotting in my PJs. After I do my skincare and change into my workout set, if I have time to do my makeup, even if it's just a little bit of concealer and some mascara, I will feel so much more confident and ready to take on the day. I'm a firm believer that if you look good, then you feel good. And that goes a long way. Step number 4, everybody always talks about this, but journaling. It is so important for my mental health. I'm actually reading a book right now called The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron. It's all about discovering and rediscovering your creative self. And one thing she talks about in this book is the importance of doing what she calls morning pages. Essentially, that's just a brain dump. It usually takes around 30 minutes or so. You want to fill up 3 pages, just write whatever comes to mind. Don't think too hard about it. Sometimes I use mine as like a therapy session. It can also be things like affirmations, things that you're grateful for, or I'm a pretty anxious girly, so I'll write all of my to-dos for the day. You're actually not even supposed to reread your morning pages. So the purpose is not to judge yourself, it's to just get all of your thoughts out on the page. Julia Cameron says, the morning pages are the primary tool of creative recovery. We are victims of our own internalized perfectionist. Morning pages will teach you that your mood doesn't really matter. Morning pages will teach you to stop judging and let yourself just write. I don't often reach 30 minutes just with a newborn, so I'll just write as much as I can, and it really helps just declutter my mind. Another journaling practice that I love is the 5-minute journal. I have it right here. I am obsessed with this because it literally only takes 5 minutes, so you really don't have an excuse. Here is the structure of the journal. There is a morning practice and a nighttime practice. So in the morning, you'll write 3 things that you're grateful for. You'll write 3 things that will make today great, and you will write a daily affirmation. At night, you'll write 3 highlights of the day and then what you learned that day. It's a great way to reflect on your wins for that day and what went really well. So the whole purpose of the 5-minute journal is to focus on gratitude, which I think is a super powerful practice. Step number 5 is getting outside. This is so much easier said than done, especially when you're in a funk. When I'm in a funk, I tend to just stay home all day long and I end up just rotting on the sofa. And sometimes you get so comfortable in the comfort of your own home that that something as small as going on a walk outside just seems really daunting. So really being intentional with incorporating this into your morning routine can be such a game changer, because even if you just get outside for 5 minutes in the morning, that can change the trajectory of your entire day. Getting fresh air is so necessary, and also just having the sunlight in your eyes, it can really help with your circadian rhythm. So going for a walk outside is a non-negotiable for me, even if it's just a walk around the block. So those are 5 things that are helping me get out of a funk. They're super simplistic, really easy to incorporate, especially if you're a busy person. I really find that because these practices are so quick, I really don't have a reason not to incorporate these into my routine. I would love to know how you guys get out of a funk. And if you end up trying any of these tips and tricks, let me know what you think. See you next time.